stuck in my ways. I've been stuck here for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. I'm enslaved. Rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million doesn't depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family, from a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down to make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Hold my camera when I do nothing to make moves based on new drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, standing there killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. Mind's really not tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave for you. Ripping harder, more less. Never stop, no rest. Till the stress is breath in my chest. Till it's diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a god mess. Hopeless, more tests. More blessed. Dug deep down trying to find my best. Find a beast, had to kill a conquest. I'm next. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down, make new thoughts. Like jumping off of that rooftop. Hold my camera when I do nothing to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, standing there killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. I'm full of stage, trying to find my pain. I see the sun coming out of that rain. Mind's really not tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave for you. I'm headed to the bottom of the bottle. I've been drowning, I've been floating away. Every other dollar that I got in bed, I probably went and it away. I ain't f***ing okay. I ain't liking it, babe. I don't even wanna talk, I'm just smoking my haze. I've been stuck in my ways. I've been stuck here for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. I'm enslaved. Yeah. Rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million doesn't depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family, from a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down to make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Hold my camera when I do nothing to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, standing there killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. Mind's really not tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. slave for you. Ripping harder, more less. Never stop, no rest. Till the stress is breath in my chest. Till it's diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a god. Mess, hopeless, more tests. More blessed. Dug deep down, trying to find my best. Find a beast and a killer conquest. I'm next. I'm too on till I'm too off. Calm down, make new thoughts. Like jumping off of that rooftop. Hold my camera when I do not to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yours. Steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. I'm full of stage, trying to find my pain. I'm still something coming out of that rain. Mind say really my tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never behave. I'm stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. I'm a slave for you.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports. It's a pleasure just to have you live and charged. A little countdown of great action here, presented by Lunatic Designs, your design guru when it comes to everything that is out there that is all things iRacing and your graphics that you need. You need a hero car. I encourage you to reach out to Kigo the Lunatic and to give him some love and some business. It is absolutely insane. We're live for Indianapolis Motor Speedway as we get things ready to go and to be underway. I do believe we have ourselves a little bit of latency things going on here, so I'm going to check on what is going on with the stream, and we want to make sure that we're good to go, because we hate seeing that happen at all, because these things do happen so from time to time. I hope you're all having a wonderful night. It is that time of the night where we get into the best when it comes to of the racing and kind of where things are going on. We do have quite a few things happening across the border, across everything that we've got going on. So hopefully things will line out and things will be fine. It is iRacing at its best, and we'll make sure that we keep things working. Hold on, let's see if this works out just a little bit better here for you. No, we still got a little bit happening there. I hope it works out. If I have to make some adjustments, I'll make some adjustments. Here's what we got going on. Race information for tonight's race. 60 laps here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Week 10 for the TilleryAuto.com Truck Series here for the HRT2HEART Racing League. Indianapolis is absolutely a blast. 4 tire changes, 1 fast repair for the drivers. 2.5 mile length track. 95 degrees of the track temperature. A little overcast skies. It's going to be great to see. It's going to be great to see kind of where these drivers work out and what they're going to be working out. Because let's face it, it's going to be insane. It's going to be a good race, right? A couple of minutes before things get squared away, make sure you go to TilleryAuto.com. Make sure that you check out everything they've got going on because, well, let's face it, Alan Tillery is the best in the business when it comes to Chevy, Buick, or GMC. You can buy them today. BuchananResort.com. Make sure you check them out. Buchanan Resort is in the off season, but make sure you book early because they're gonna fill it fast. Look at it in East Paris, Tennessee. They've got a great place out there, so make sure you go and check them out. 78 degrees on the air temperatures, 45% humidity, overcast skies. Going to be fun. 2 mile an hour wind. Lot to shake and bake on this one, and we can appreciate that for sure. What I will do is I'm going to go ahead and send you folks over to. I'm gonna fix I'm gonna change some settings here. I'm gonna do that behind the scenes. We'll throw you on the commercials real quick, and while I make those, so we'll get rid of that, and I'll be right back. I'm just setting some things up, so bear with me, folks. You're going to see that screen for just a moment here. RB, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Yeah, just trying to situate a couple of things here, because I want to make sure that everything works like it's supposed to. You know, kind of having to figure some things out. You know, because I don't want to see any stuttering, and we're seeing some stuttering. We have a new graphics card coming in on its way, and I want to make sure that everything looks fine and dandy and all that stuff. Steak and Shake is part of this series as well. If you haven't been to a Steak and Shake recently, I encourage you to go find your local Steak and Shake and shop local. Of course, if you're in Florida, I want you to go see our good friends over in the I want you to go to see our good friends, the Lanes down there, and shop at theirs, of course. But Cedar Carpet's the best in the business when it comes to that. 757-536-5155. Make sure you get Greg Langford on the horn and talk to him about what they've got going on. Let's do it. It's going to be your starting grid presented by TilleryAuto.com. Going to look as such. It's going to be Roberge as your pole sitter. Michael Butler, your outside pole sitter. Ryan Wendt, Robert Dudley is going to pick up row number 2. Brad Dove, Dan Colson there, row number 3. RB Turner, Benny Jones in row number 4. William Martin, BJ Lane to 3rd in row number 5. Russell Olivero, Jeremy Daniel in row number 6. Down the rest of the starting grid. Row 7 will be Joe Flack and Greg Langford. Steve Harrison, Scott Cazenave, your winner last week, will be at the tail end of the field. Hopefully he's going to be good. Because I saw he had a connection issue just a little bit ago. So hopefully he's rocking and rolling. We appreciate all the drivers being out there. Thank you to all the drivers out there running driver cams as well. I can't thank them enough. There is Mr. Robert Dudley. He looks to be set up and ready to go. There is Brad Dove, the Dove Love Machine. giving all the superb action. And I made the cameras a little bit bigger. There you go. Much love to you, brother. There's Greg Langford. That is the man behind Cino Carpets. He's got that beautiful purple Heart to Heart Motorsports t-shirt on. We appreciate him very much. There is Fear the Beard of Jeremy Daniel. Exactly right. Appreciate it. There is the O2 of RB Turner, who gave us a like just a moment ago. Mr. Van Ness, much love to you. Thank you for the kind words out there as well. We'll talk about that in just a moment. There's BJ Lane III. He is locked in. I like his setup just keeps getting more and more vibrant, by the way. It's looking more and more awesome as we speak. There's Chris Roberge, your pole sitter. The Roberge, the nicest Canadian you're ever going to meet. We love that dude. He's strictly the awesomeness. A little LPA action getting out there as well. Digging the mustache tonight. And there is our good friend from Texas giving us all the love. I think that's it. I think that's all of them. That's all of them. So we appreciate everybody being out there as the Heart to Heart Motorsports going. Couldn't make it tonight. Got you the flu. Man, feel better. Feel better. I want everybody to feel better, you know, because that's important. It's important to all of us, and I want to make sure that we all know that if you're down under the weather, please by all means make sure that you get out there and take care of yourselves. It's insane. The weather's changing, and that's all insane right now. So we thank you. These drivers going to be on the back straightaway. I want to make sure that I hit on when I posted on Facebook earlier. I want to first and foremost apologize to our community and the racers of the Chop Shop Racing community. My rhetoric and broadcasting has been simple. In every race, in every race I've ever called. Yesterday, I broadcasted a race and was angry with life, and I was there, folks. I would never mean to make anyone feel undeserved of anything they earn, nor would want any driver to feel unimportant. One of my comments that I made yesterday could be made to believe that every driver in every league that races our live streams is important, or they lead every lap or finish last. They have earned the right to be in each race, and I have, through hard work and consistency, have earned the right to have them there. Last night I felt as if it went that way. So going forward, I'm going to continue to conduct myself in the same professional manner that I have in the past. I will not be putting my personal feelings and struggles on stream any longer. It opens doors for it opens doors of vulnerability that is not needed on the iRacing streams. Thank you all for your continued support. I will just do better. So I want to thank you all for your kind words, but I also want to remind everybody that I'm here to entertain and to give you guys the best racing possible. So thank you all very much for being out there. We're green for the Indianapolis Week 10. Whoa, baby. Butler. Caution should come out here. It will. That happened very quickly. Ryan Wendt entered into the corner. He was on the bottom side. Butler was up on the outside. Yeah, it just got a little bit loose. Everybody down into Butler. Man, oh man. Everybody trying to brake. Everybody getting up to speed. William Martin into the back bumper of the 40. Man, oh man. Oh, good. Tony, much love. Appreciate you, sir. A little bit of skipping going on when it comes to the live stream. So what I might do is I might YouTube, you guys are going to see a black screen for a moment. I think YouTube is having some latency stuff. All right, YouTube, you should be coming back. All right, YouTube should be back. Hopefully it's good to go. Hopefully things kind of settle in a little bit. Our latency is there. Man, oh man. Double duty. Yeah, that seemed to smooth it out. I had resolution up too high for YouTube. We're 1440p, and I forgot I was testing 4K today. So Things were skipping. So apologies about that. So we got a little bit of a screen there again. Thank you to everybody. Benny Jones coming around is going to assume fourth. Roberge. Dan Cullison's going to be in fifth. And clear and clear. Clearing penalties. The big track, because it's a big racetrack. Mr. Butler. Yeah, quick caution. I'm also RCing at the same time. So, which we love. We appreciate. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope you do feel better. I really do. You know, all the cool things. AlanTilleryAuto.com. Things getting smooth. Plumb smoothed in. Thank you, Budgie. I appreciate you, dear. All right, let's do our thing. Man, first caution of the race, Roberge, race leader. We'll see how everybody does their thing. We'll see how much damage drivers have as well, how long it takes them to get it all fixed. Because there's a long time to be able to sit on pit road. Russell's on pit road in that 62. Hasn't even out of the race, which is unfortunate for him. Drivers will have to be leaving pit road here pretty soon. Butler, one of those drivers. Ryan Wendt will be behind. Ryan's going to be leaving pit road right now. Mr. Butler, Mr. Michael Butler. And they just got free. That's all that happened. Oliveira's going to go a lap down. Check and see if anybody had to jump to pit road. I don't think anybody did. I think he's just going to get it fixed. Russell able to beat the drivers off pit road. We'll see how that works out. Ryan Wendt getting as much damage as he could taken care of in that front bumper. Butler's coming off pit road. He should be good to go. So left front damage for Ryan Wendt. Will be lights off on the pace truck this time by. Everybody goes to where? Is the stream better? Is there any latency out there? You guys see any skipping? You folks see any skipping out there? Let me know, okay? Let me know in chat. I want to know. Much love to you, Tony. Much love to RB. Much love to everybody watching out there on Twitch. We appreciate you as well. One thing that I don't see is I'm not seeing the resolution have any issues. Thank you, Budgie. I'm not seeing I'm not seeing the actual stream do anything on the OBS side of things. I'm not seeing it have any issues. So. Which I can appreciate. I really can. Roberge, Dan Cullison. Oliveira gets all of his truck work done, so he's going to be a lap down. But he'll be good to go. Have a chance for the free pass if he can keep it clean. Chris Roberge, 14 drivers on the lead lap. Russell Oliveira working on the truck. Looks to be fine. He should be fine. He's got a little left front damage, similar to what Ryan Wendt has, and Michael Butler. Chris Roberge ready to lead him to green. Dan Cullison's going to be in second on the outside. Restart zone coming up right about now. They're green. Oh, they're ready. Roberge drops into the corner. Heavy braking zone. BJ Lane slides to second. Up and out of the corner, getting ready to hit turn 2. 4 different, unique corners around this racetrack, and every bit of it's huge. Roberge will see a lead. Dan Cullison to the inside of BJ Lane to third. BJ drops in side by side with the 12, door to door as they go. 12 trying to clear, 16 in tow. There's RB. Mr. Turner looking to battle down to the back straightaway. BJ Lane's going to have the preferred line. The outside lane will try to shoot here. Roberge 54.64, fastest lap of the race so far. 1.3 second lead. BJ Lane the third, up high. 12 side by side out of the corner. The outside lane can be very strong here in the early going, as long as you don't drift up the race line. We'll see a 12 side by side with a 00. This is where bump drafting can matter. 2 seconds the gap is the 12 to the inside. 12 still trying to work on. This is a battle for second. Back up of the corner for the 16. The 00 clears the 12. 12 trying to work. It's a little bit free there. Able to hold on to it at a 4. Roberge 2.5 second gap now as he starts to stretch the legs. I thought Gaz was out there. He was decently fast too. Crazy to see. BJ Lane to third. Out front, where's Bobby Joe? Everybody doing their thing. Everybody going to Martinsville. What did you think of the Xfinity race today? Did you enjoy it? 00 up near the wall, down into the corner. We'll check in on some of your biggest movers. BJ Lane to third, up 8 spots right now. Greg Langford up 5. Gonna have Dudley, who came in and got his fast repair. Gonna be looking at the inside of Jeremy Daniel. And you got to fear the beard. Hashtag fear the beard. I need to add that to our title for when Jeremy races. I think Jeremy's the one that sent me the message. Hashtag fear the beard out there. He sent me a message on Facebook. Numbers 52.59. Extending again, 8 laps in, 8 of 60. Fuel cycle is going to be manageable here as the 00 and the 12 drop into turn 1. Ellison to the bottom side. Dan working on the back bumper to the 00. Good battle here. Drive up. Going to be exactly what you'd think. 3.3 second lead. Roberge extending 52.67 his last lap. Ryan Went handled the field, just a little bit of nose damage. Russell Olivero back here as well. He's just working on what he can. This is going to matter when it comes to finding the race line. Butler got a lot of his damage fixed. Got a little less damage than what Wayne Martin into the wall a little bit there. He's good though. He's able to move forward as the old Georgia driver working on it. Michael Butler, the 1997 iRated driver, simply owned. Joe Flack, good race line for him here, as we can always appreciate. How about him? Take a look at our drivers. Now remember, what we see is a couple of seconds behind, or maybe a second and a half behind what these drivers see. But it's still kind of cool. You get to watch them react in ways that they do. And all these drivers put in the effort. Steve Harrison back here, a little LPA action. There's Roberge, he's your race leader. 3.5 second difference here between he and Dan Cullison. Roberge smooth sailing right now. Go Dogs from Mr. Church. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. I appreciate you. How about BJ Lane to third? Solid right now where he's at. He's fighting the racetrack a little bit right now, but he's good to go. RB Turner right behind him. Everybody looking. RB ready to pounce. He's got the O2 on his bumper, but he is the 16 on the relative. Get the break into the corner. The 00, it's tight there. There's a little momentum in turn 1. You see how RB backs the corner up just a little bit here. Try to continue to have that run on the 00. 4.7 second deficit here as they go. I like it. I like it a lot. Good bump coming. But Jeremy Daniel. There he is. Fear the beard, my friends. Fear the beard. It is No Shave November for a reason. Greg Langford, the 07, just behind Jeremy Daniel, just ahead of the 91. Langford, her little Pink Floyd paint scheme, which we absolutely love, and I'm so glad he never changes. I always recognize that truck. Brad Dove having a little battle with BJ Lane there for a moment. 25 behind the 49. 25 maximizing his race pace right now. 53.99 was his last lap. 3.5 seconds. The gap to the race leader. Right now, 6.2 seconds back from Brad Dove in the 25 moving forward. And Mr. Dudley just ahead. Drops it to the bottom side of the racetrack. Benny Jones just ahead. Watch the run here. Going to shoot to the inside. Corner in. Benny Jones. And the 20 up 4. Dudley trying to go back to 4th. And the drag race down the front straightaway goes to these two. You know, the drivers for running their beef jerky unlimited driver cams. Take it to beefjerkyunlimited.com. Make sure you shop there. You like that Georgia truck? I do too. Lee Martin's class in the field, man. Little right side damage. Oh, hold on to it, brother. These trucks have a tendency to get free. Gonna have to manage. Ryan went ahead of Roberge. Just off the pace, and right now he came to pit road on lap 8, took his fast repair, and was good enough to come to pit road, get that fast repair, leave pit road, and stay on the lead lap. So now he's going to have to get out there and run his laps. Right now his last lap, 53.73. Roberge, 53.76. Went now pulling away, 53.55. 2.5 mile racetrack. You're going to see the 35 to 38 laps. They probably pit somewhere around the halfway mark for most of the drivers. We'll see. Roberge has a tendency to run long, and so we'll see how that works. Dan Cullison trying to pull some of what he's got. A little slideways out of the corners. Fine. RB Turner right behind. And here comes Benny Jones. Brad Dove up to 5th. Dudley turning the corner, 22.58. As it would be, as it would be. Well, thank you everybody for being out there. I appreciate you all very much. Hold on to your butts from the Veggie Bird. That's right. Big let's go from you. Thank you, dear. Thank you to everybody for being out there and kick a button, taking it. If you haven't done so, reach up at the like button for me. It goes a long way to support what we do, support the stream, support the algorithm that it is when it comes to YouTube, Facebook, and of course, the more you comment on Twitch, the better off we are, right? I think. I don't know how it works anymore. I got a hype train last night, and I didn't even know how those work. I've had hype trains before, but I didn't know how they work. I don't get them often enough. So, which we want to thank. And I didn't get the chance to properly thank that hype train last night. We had again the level 7 hype train, which means that the community got out there and did a bunch, and we had 27 gifted subs along with all the bits that Budgie put out there as well. So it's a cool thing to see that our subs on Twitch are above 50. I've never had that happen. The most I've had is 27, and so basically we have 54 subs, and that's double what we've ever had. So thank you to the community. I don't get a chance to thank everybody that often, but it is cool. Let's go through it, put it on exciting, see what's happening here. Michael Butler just ahead of William Martin. There's the 20. Benny Jones, iRacing telling us that this is where we should be looking right now. RB trying to hold on. 3 seconds the gap now between Dan Cullison and the top 4 drivers. Benny Jones back here, 2.5 separating. Brad Dove, 3.12. Ryan Wendt able to carry a 54.30. is the fastest driver on the racetrack right now, but just needs a little bit more space and a little bit more breathing room between he and Chris Roberge. Will be cycling here. Much love, Budgie. Thank you, dear. I thank you very much. Collison, 4.5 to now 5 seconds the gap. RB Turner in tow. Benny Jones right behind. A little battle right here. And also, I gotta thank all of our. I didn't realize how many YouTube memberships we have. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna jump over to the YouTube studio. YouTube studio. There it is. I didn't realize it. All of our members on YouTube: Joseph Thompson, Spartan Clan, DeChrome Toaster, David Callis, Tina Lane, Dan DiPaolo, Mr. Church, Andrew Davis, Russell Lavero, my dear, Zone 15, Callum, Winter Racing, Matt Nicholson, Chad Wilby, Matt Allen, Esports. Those are all of our members on there. So we appreciate that very much. Very, very cool to see that. And those who get the chance to be members, they get access to some videos that we don't always, that we have basically under a paywall. Some of my tutorials and all that stuff. So we thank that very much. Zen, thank you for the like on the stream. Much love to you. Jerry, what do you say, brother? How are you doing, my friend? I hope you're having a good day. I really do. I really do. Mr. Dudley off two. Check it out on Roberge. 5 seconds to gap. Ryan Wendt able to settle in here. Carry the straightaway. A big congratulations to Jason Day on his win of the Cup Series last night. Like Jerry sent me a picture of his internet, and I'm hoping our internet's going to be that way very soon, because I've gotten a hold of Como Connect, and we're trying to get fiber installed in our house. BJ coming to pit road. We're leaving pit road. I apologize. Steve Harrison just ahead. Little wall tap. BJ might actually be coming to pit lane here. Fighting the truck. 98 rolling. BJ coming down pit lane. Ryan Wendt coming out of 3 out of 4. Let's see if he'll try to maximize. BJ, long pit lane. And the speed limit really just does not match this pit lane. It's 50 miles an hour, and it should be faster than that, in my opinion. Much love, Jerry. It's very nice. And yeah, your internet speeds are amazing. I want those internet speeds. That's what we're working on. We are working on it. It's very nice. That is the one movie that I will not let my children watch. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Unless they're adults. Most of our kids are adults, but, my 10-year-old, probably not so much. Benny Jones still working on the back bumper of RB Turner. 7 seconds the gap between them and Roberge. Roberge looking for a good win. He's very good at this racetrack. We've seen him win at this racetrack in the past. Brad Dove, again, he took his fast repair. He and Dudley both had to. William Martin took his fast repair as well. Chance to run a little bit longer. Michael Butler pretty much got all the damage worked on, got it fixed, and has been able to drive where he needs to. He's probably still fighting a tough truck right now. Dove needs to get up there. I think he's trying to. I think Dove is trying to take it easy because he was involved in a lap 1 incident. Ghost Dragon, thank you for the follow. Much love to you. I hope you're having a good night. I appreciate you. Roberge, your race leader, 5.6 second difference here. I appreciate that very much. Dan Cullison's going to be in second. RB Turner in third. Benny Jones will be in fourth. Brad Dove in fifth. Top 5. Brad Dove's exactly where he started. He had to go to the back and work his way forward. Ryan Wendt Still holding on to a solid 50.74. He's got to find a way to make up some pace here. BJ Lane to third. Coming off pit road's going to be right behind Joe Flack. Get a little bit newer tire. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. You know, we are 3 followers away on Twitch from our 1,000 followers. So thank you so much to everybody that's out there being cool and following us out here. 23 of 60. Chris Robert, your race leader, the nicest Canadian you're going to meet. Doing himself some justice. How about it? See who your biggest mover of the race is. Greg Langford up 6. 07. That's an own. Yeah, Jeremy Daniel ahead. Jeremy Daniel. Again, the fear of the beard momentum. Right? That's the way I look at it. Roberts, 24 of 60. 5.73. You know, we're also, I was going to check on what we had going on Facebook. I think we're like, I don't remember how many followers we have on Facebook anymore. I know some of the bots are falling off, which is good, which I've been seeing. Where are we at? I don't really care about the numbers. I really don't. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's a good thing to look at. 18K followers, yeah. Laskowski, our latest follower, Muscarella Motorsports, LaRue Motorsports, Jeremy Bremer, Malula, MD I've seen out there a couple of times. Silence Wolf, Hi Bod, love him. Cole Younger, awesome guy. Ron Holyfield, perfect. Nick Hesling, Captain Esports Network, we love them. Mighty Prince, fantastic company. Evans Baker, yeah, 18,000 followers. We thank him very much for being a follower on our Facebook platform. And then you folks out there on YouTube, you guys are amazing. 1,770 and some change. You guys keep killing it out there on YouTube. You keep making me bigger. The 98 is gone, and right now he is. But anything can go wrong, Bud Light Mike. Where are you at, sir? Are you guys having a good day? I hope you're doing it. I hope you're having a wonderful night, sir. Much love to you. What happened to Scott? I don't know. He disconnected earlier. I mean, Scott would have been very competitive here. He was in earlier and he was practicing, and then all of a sudden it just DC'd. So hopefully he doesn't have like any weather issues or anything like that. I'm not quite sure what happened to him. I'm not sure. Hopefully he's good. Sam, thank you very much for the like. Much love to you. Right now, Roberts, Dan Cullison, battle for second. Starting to heat up. Benny Jones right around RB. Brad Dove as well. RB dropping around on the outside. BJ getting a little comfortability. Jeremy Daniel getting him some love, saying, hey, you got some newer tires, go ahead. Roberts to Ryan Wendt. Ryan wasn't able to change the tires, so not only does he have some more worn tires, he's having to deal with the fact that he had to have all those changes. Right now, lap times, 55.10. Ryan Wendt, 55.39. BJ Lane, of course, the fastest driver out there right now. Maximizing the, 49, a little bit free. Into the corner. BJ will go to the outside. Try to keep it nice and calm. A chance for a little bit newer tires. 49 said, it's time to get out of your way. They're contending for each other. Roberts, comfortable. Benny Jones, 55.21, his last lap. Just has an 8.6 second deficit to work. Where are they going at next week? They got some stuff going on. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Auto Club, then Iowa, then Nashville. They are 3 races away from the end of this season. And it's been a good season so far. Points standings so far as well. That's one of the things I definitely want to take a look at in the series when it comes to a bid for a championship. The Truck Series looks as such. Roberge, 4 wins, has a 31-point lead over Michael Butler, who currently is sitting back in that 8th spot. He'll have to work his way back forward. Dudley, 3rd in the point standings, 317 back from Roberge. Roberge has 4 wins and has been doing well. Scott went to 20th last week with his win, which we think is cool. He did a great job. I'm surprised, right? Surprise. But like Mike, how you doing out there? How's everybody doing? How's everybody's weekend going? 29 laps complete this time by as Roberge still levies an 8-second lead. Benny Jones want to maximize. There's the 0-0 to the inside. BJ Lane trying to get one of his laps back here. Should be able to do so when it comes to race pace. Ryan Wendt matching lap for lap with the race leader, Chris Roberge, who's in the draft zone behind him. We'll see how it works. Ryan backing up his corner quite nicely here. His last lap, 55.11. Got to pull away from Roberge, who has an 8-second lead. Can back up the corner here. Nice and easy. There's a 0-0. Gonna unlap himself from the 12. Maybe adjusted on the truck a little bit. Maybe trying to gain some brake bias and steering ratio. Just kind of seeing where they're going. Ali, thank you very much for following. I appreciate you very much. 0-0 to the inside. Dan Cullison in second. Right now, Steve Harrison coming up pit road, 5-1, working down that pit lane. Roberge, we'll see it. Benny Jones is inside of Dan Cullison. We'll see who makes this left-hander to follow Steve Harrison. Harrison on pit road. Be fine. I don't think he got a black flag at all. Nope. Oh, no, he's got a meatball flag. No. Must have hit the wall or something. Didn't see anything happen. Butler will be coming to pit lane. Get down to speed. Again, that pit road speed limit, 55 miles an hour. Too slow. You can do 60 down this. It'll be fine. It's fine. Let him do 100. No, don't let him do 100. That's not right. You're in drivers talk about coming to pit road. 91 coming to pit road. And Dan Cullison coming to pit road. Some of the drivers are staying out just a little bit longer. Roberge with that driver. Brad Dubb moves up to second. As drivers coming to pit road. Biggest move of the race. Still Jeremy Daniel. 32 of 60. Oh. Thank you. Benny Jones hitting his pit box. So is the 12 of Dan Cullison. Joe Flack coming down. Working the beard coming to pit road. The 5-1. Able to clear that black flag. Roberge coming to pit road. Brad Dove might think about coming to pit road or actually Brad Dove might stay out. Yeah, he's going to lead a lap. You get credit for a lap led here. That's huge momentum. Start finish line about 3/4 of the way down the front straightaway here. So I'm sorry, about half. I say 3/4, about 2/3 of the way down the front straightaway here at the Brickyard, and that's not saying anything lightly. Robert Dudley in second. Roberge Going to come down pit lane. It's going to clear everything up as drivers go to work. Should not see any black flags so far. Brad Dodd leading. Dudley's in second. Ryan Wendt will be working on putting himself in a positive situation here. Going to pass a couple of drivers, and it'll be about when he needs to come to pit road. Brad Dove, your race leader. We'll see the 5-1 in tow. Steve Harrison behind is going to have the momentum. Dudley coming to pit lane, locks him up. Hopefully he's good to go. I don't see. Oh, Dudley got a black flag. Too fast entering. No! He locked the tires up, and when he did, here you can watch it right here, folks. We don't want it. We want it at full speed. Hold on. Coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down, and then, yeah, just hit the commitment cone too fast. Man! Let's go Butler from William Odom out there. What's up, brother? Good to see you. What's up, brother? Hold on. I have that one.
What's up, brother?
Yep. Brad Dow will be coming to pit road. 5-1 gets around to the outside. And they're going. William Martin cycling around. Chance for him to lead a lap. 25 again coming to pit road. Out of 3 and 4, just trying to give the heads up to the drivers. Greg Langford, first driver off the lead lap. Ryan Wendt carrying out. William Martin coming to pit lane as well. Brad Dove cycles out as your race leader. William Martin coming around. And Russell coming to pit road as well. Auberge trying to cycle back out to Benny Jones, 7.5 seconds. I think Roberge was conservative with his lap there. Dove, your race leader. A 30-second deficit here. As the front straightaway put Brad Dove. He hits his pit box here. He's going to have to leave and turn and burn. Ryan Wendt, first driver off the lead lap, trying to cycle to Roberge, who is just ahead of him. A lap difference on tires for Ryan to Roberge. And Dan Cullison to third. William Martin on pit road. Jeremy Daniel up 5. Biggest move of the race right now. Still Greg Langford here in the 07. Looking ahead. Benny Jones up 6 now as well. Thank you to everybody being out there, being cool, and the coolest of peoples out there. We appreciate you. So, you know, carpets give you 24 laps to go, and as they do, we're going to let them have at it. We'll throw it on exciting, see where these drivers kind of work themselves out. How about Ryan Wendt, fastest lap of the race, 52.58. A little bit newer tire, able to be aggressive here. We'll see if he's going to play catch-up to anybody. Russell Olivero coming back to pit lane. Seeing him roll. All right, it's on exciting. We're going to let him do it. I'm going to hydrate. I'm going to drink some warm. Well, actually, I'm not drinking anything because it's empty. Right back. Thank you for the hydrates and the stretch there, Budgie. I appreciate you very much. Opportunity knocking at the door as Ryan Wendt gets his lap back. The 62 there in tow as well. It's Russell Olivero behind your race leader, Roberge. Just ran a 53.85. Russell in tow. Going to get one of his laps back as well. A little bit newer tire, keep it on 34. Just ran his fastest lap of the race at 53.56, 53.62 last time by. A little bit faster. He's trying to catch Steve Harrison for his lap in just a moment. There's Butler just behind. The 8 of Michael Butler trying to close in some of the distance. As Roberge looks very strong here down the back straightaway. 62 will work the inside lane. 18 laps to go. And everybody doing good. Doing good. Yeah. Good sportsmanship throughout. Good little race so far. Brad Dove up to 4th now. As he tries to track down 4.7 seconds to Dan Cullison. He stayed out a little bit longer than the rest of the field. About 4 laps longer than the field. 17-second gap between he and the race leader. Benny Jones 11.8 back as well. Dan Cullison just out. Reaching out. Trying to reach out. Everybody work it. BJ. Get back to pit lane on 39. Going to be a lap down. Trying to work to Dudley. Dudley, who had that speeding penalty. Left pit lane. It's going to be a lap down. Trying to track down Ryan Wendt. 2 3/4 of a second here. Dudley might be able to, between he and Roberge, Dudley might be able to catch up, get his lap back. We'll see. Don't doubt it. 12-second difference here. Battle for second. Starting to heat up here between these two drivers. Brad Duff, 4.8 back. He's a straightaway. As Dan Cullison and Benny Jones have a little bit of the draft to work together here. Dan of the big mix. Everybody doing themselves some good. Pretty easy race so far. Only one caution, lap 1. Some drivers out of it very early. Roberge has just been able to extend. Ryan has had a fast truck this entire time. And I tell you what, Roberge has just mashed him lap for lap. Also Olivero behind. Just managing the pace. Into the corner. A little hard. Out, turn 1, a little free, but he's good. Able to break into the corner. Little LPA Silver Dragon on board. We appreciate him. And back to the driver cams here one more time. We appreciate all the drivers putting out the driver cams. Oh, everybody. Giving everything they can. Oh, nearly 14 laps to go as everybody goes to work. BJ doing a good job. 22 seconds the gap between he and Dudley. The top racetrack, but it's a good racetrack. RB holding on solid for the top 5. Greg Langford up 7 as RB Turner hits the corner. There's Jeremy Daniel got a look toward the front of this racetrack. A lot of straightaway and a lot of corner for every one of these drivers. There's Greg Langford. Hit up 7, your biggest move for the race so far. Everybody knocking on the door. Red Dove. And then there is Mr. Dudley. First driver off the lead lap. Roberge on the relative, just ahead of him. It was Ryan Wendt. 3.5 seconds, the gap. Good heart to heart. Let's go over and give you some of the commercials. We love them. Back to it. Look at the race it's been so far. Cool, calm, and collected. Frank getting some love out there to Roberge, who's your race leader. Benny Jones, Dan Cullison trying to hold on to what they have. Brad Doves closed down that gap and was searching for a top 3 here. 10 laps to go. RB Turner sits inside the top 5. Jeremy Daniel closing in the distance as well. Newest tires in the field next to William Martin, who's just behind Joe Flack. The 0-2 off 1, ready to roll forward. Ryan Wendt, and just ahead of your race leader here. Ryan, 54.80, his last time by. Going to stay on the lead lap. Good push out of the corner for the 98, who is your race leader. Ryan's been able to maximize the pace. Roberge just able to stay within the draft, which keeps him close. 62, Russell Oliveira doing a great job of managing. Big hype from the Budgie Bird. Much love to you, dear. Roberge, 14.6 second gap. Benny Jones, Dan Cullison closing in again. Looking at lap times, 54.78 for Roberge the last time by. BJ Lane to third, one of the fastest laps on the racetrack, 54.16. Ryan Wendt just ran a 54.98. And the more that, the faster that Ryan runs, the faster that Roberge is able to carry the draft. Ryan into the corner. It's a good racetrack for Roberge. I know it's a good racetrack for Casadave, too. Would love to have seen them duke it out. I don't know what happened to him, but my old Alan Tillery friend. Good driver. He won last week. Love to see what he would have been able to do. If they're listening to Chat, Chat needs. He doesn't need to be the caution. Ryan gets a little wall tap out of the corner there. There's Joe Flack. William Martin gets around him. Martin back to where he started in 9th. Butler off 6th. And involved in that first lap incident. He and Ryan went both. Were Ryan out of the corner. These Robert's a little bit tighter to him. 40. Keep the 98 at bay. Cluck, chicken truck. We appreciate him running that paint scheme for Jess. Bob, dude, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Thank you for the share. I appreciate you. Thank you for the like as well. Pretty calm race. A pretty calm race. Got a strong Butler from Mr. Odom. He's doing what he can. He's got a strong truck. It's just being involved in lap 1. Unfortunate. And everybody just got free. Cold tires, no grip on the racetrack. That's all that happened. Go back. Here's what happened again. Bring out that caution. Wait. Let me back it up. Again, here's what happened. Lap 1. Everybody got free at a turn 1. Both drivers free. Yep. What's up, Mom, dude? Oh, Chris, keep it up for Frank. So it's been an uphill struggle. The 5-1, Steve Harrison, still being competitive. Little fireball action right there. If you guys like fireball, we had some bad nights on that with that stuff. 6 to go here. It'll be 5 to go when we cross the start-finish line. Back straightaway busy. The only caution we've had. Everything else has been green. Olivero working forward. Steve Harrison, same concept. BJ Lane the third. It's closing in some time between he and Robert Dudley. Dudley trying to close into Ryan Wentz. 6 seconds the gap between those two. Joe Flack to William Martin. About 2.5 seconds separate William Martin in the Georgia Bulldog truck. Coming out of turn 1. There's a 9-second gap between he and Michael Butler. Butler, 3 seconds separate he and Greg Langford. Langford, your biggest move of the race, up 7 spots. Is a 6.5 second to Jeremy Daniel. You're the beer to Jeremy Daniel. 4 seconds separate he in that top 5 spot as they look to be coming out of Jeremy Daniel coming out of turn 4. He can see RB just ahead of him. Brad Dove has moved his way up to 3rd. Dan Cullison has been cleared back to 4th, up 2. Dove up 2 as well. Started inside the top 5 at the start of this race. Benny Jones just ahead. You see a 1.1 second deficit between Brad Dove and Benny Jones. Benny Jones, 15 seconds the gap between he and Chris Roberge. 15.3. Benny Jones out of 3 and 4. Good point. Oh, slideways for Dove back here. Don't want to push it too hard. Turn 4 busy. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. That's kind of your race right now. About 1.5 seconds separates all 3 drivers. Brad Dove trying to close in that 2nd. Dan Cullison, same situation. Out of the corner. 4 laps to go. And the race line is what it is. There's BJ. Where's he at? There he is. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers. Find your local Steak and Shake near you. Go down on TilleryAuto.com. Shop for your brand new 2025 Chevy Buick or GMC. And do that today. No matter where you live in the U.S., you can do that. Cielo Carpet, 757-536-5155. The best in luxury vinyl planks. You can find them out there in the Outer Banks, North Carolina, Virginia area. You want to. I'm telling you, new construction. You need luxury vinyl planks. It's the best investment you can do for your residential or commercial property. I'm telling you, they're beautiful. Then of course, and always, Buchanan Resort, the best in the biz. Make sure that if you're going on vacation, East Paris, Tennessee is going to be where you're at. Hold on to it, BJ. No, don't get loose. I'm talking about it. I'm giving you props. He got too low on the bottom of the racetrack there. Whew. Make you nervous. 2 to go. Brad Dove, 0.3 of a second difference here between he and the 20. Brave for the 25. Robert, 16 seconds the gap. As right now the 40 has got Joe Flack in his sights. So a pass for position here for the 40 truck. He'll drop into the corner. Joe Flack side by side. Both drivers, enough room, enough pace. 91 did a great job there. Managing 98, keeping it close. He's good to go. 40 rolling up to 10th. Roberge behind. Brad Dove side by side with a 20. Out of the corner, both drivers, a drag race. Into 4. White flag waves, final lap for Chris Roberge. He's allowing Joe Flack to just stay on the lead lap. Not a bad idea. He's got a 16-second lead. Just let him duke it out. Brad Duff goes to second. As Benny Jones clears the Buckies. 25 drops into the corner, turn 1. The battle for second and third on as Benny Jones has a little bit of dirty air dumped on him. Dan Coulson closes in. This is the battle for third. And Dan Coulson in 4 trying to track in the 20. Brad Dove, newer tires, a little free off corner, still good. Solid for second. Roberge. Final corners. We'll come around the front straightaway. The Brickyard belongs to the Canadian. Good push. Joe Flack will be able to compete for the lead lap. If anybody messes up, Joe Flack is still racing. Roberge gets your victory here. Brad Dove out of the corner. Breaks the trap. Dan Cullison side by side. Can he get it? Benny Jones will get that top 3. Dan Cullison will finish 4th. R.B. Turner coming around is going to finish inside the top 5. Jeremy Daniel right behind. You fear the beard? Well, he finishes in 6th. Greg Langford coming around on the front straightaway is going to finish 7th. As this race goes to the dogs. Butler right behind. So close. So close for Butler to get another spot. William Martin down the front straightaway. He's Ryan Went 2.7 back. Ryan will finish inside the top 10. William Martin will finish 9th, right where he started. And a net positive for the driver. Here is your race results as Chris Roberge gets the victory. A 15.8 second margin of victory. As Brad Dove will finish 2nd. Benny Jones will finish 3rd. Dan Cullison 4th. R.B. Turner 5th. Jeremy Daniel, Greg Langford, Michael Butler, William Martin, Ryan Went, your top 10. Joe Flack will finish in 11th. Robert Dudley will finish 12th. BJ Lane to 3rd, 13th. Steve Harrison, Russell Olivero, your top 15. Scott was unable to start the race, so hopefully you'll get provisional points for that one because I think that might be the thing. How about it? Good job, Roberge from Bud Light. Mike, I think he did a great job. See if he burns it down. Going backwards. Yeah, he is. The nicest Canadian you're ever going to meet, folks. I'm telling you. Chris Roberge. Trying to Indianapolis two-step. Oh, Joe Flack doing a great job. The smoke is real with this one. I can't see down the front straightaway. Chris is ear to ear. Oh, he's a little further down the list. Hold on. 6. That's BJ. There he is. He's ear to ear. He's not feeling well, but he's ear to ear. Length of the straightaway. That's something to be proud of. Highlights message. Go. Good race for Roberts. Absolutely. A good race. It was a good race. Competitive nature came out. It was a good race. Winner, winner, right? Where's he at? Where's he at? He's still doing burnouts, but I'm gonna bring him down anyway. Chris, congratulations, brother. Dude,
thank you.
I talked about this being a good racetrack for you, and it was. No, we had an issue lap 1, but competitive is kind of the middle name today. This is a good racetrack for you. Walk me through your race. Congratulations on the victory.
Yeah, thank you. So the track I knew I had the truck was really good on this track. I was pretty fast on this track for sure. Practice too, I was pretty fast. Without no drafters. And with the new update on, I think it might cause a better truck for this track for tonight. So, but it's all good. It's a good race for everybody.
You're kind of managing there. They're a little bit behind, a little bit of lap traffic. I know. Did Ryan tell you to stay behind him?
No, because he had a little fresher tires than I did because I pitted and then he pitted about a couple. So I think he has 2 fresher tires than I do. So I just stick with behind him. I didn't care.
I mean, you're able to use that draft. When he's running fast, when he ran his fastest laps, you were able to soak up some of that draft. So I thought that might have just helped extend a little bit there. And then you had the 62 running behind you. It looked good,
Oh yeah, the drafting is really big here for sure. But when you're drafting up to someone, it does get the truck does get pretty tight there. When you try going in the corners there, it does get a little tight. So we have to back it off a bit, just to enough to get around the corners better and all that stuff.
But it looked like it was fun. It looked like you had some fun.
It was a blast, not fun. It was a blast.
There you go. There you go. It is Indy. That's your 5th win on the season. You came in with a 31-point lead, and you're going to leave with a bigger lead. What's your plans for the next 3 races? Because we're coming down to the wire where a championship might be in the books.
Just had to keep my truck clean. That's all I gotta do. Keep out of trouble. I try to get the decent points there. And try to show up in the races too. If you don't show up, there's no points on top of that. So try to show up in the races as much as I can.
That is the big key. Because if you miss a race, you're gonna lose a bunch of points. Like you've got a 40-point lead right now over Butler. That's a whole race.
Yeah, I don't want to miss any race, or anybody else should hopefully not miss any race either. So we got a good finish at the end.
I think you and Butler are going to have a battle for the next three races. Hopefully they go well for you. Chris, this one did go well for you. I gave you shout-outs, man. You got a victory.
Big shout-outs to Tillery Sports here for broadcasting week in and week out. Thanks, Heart to Heart guys for and all those guys brought us all together here, racing like a family there. Between all the admins like Scott, BJ, Bobby Joe, Greg, all those guys, top guys here cheering us on. They're a big help to everybody else. Josh, Joel, and Jennifer, the owner of this place where I live here, having a wonderful year. Big support is Frank and my wife.
And Ange was out there. Stryker says,
Yeah,
congrats.
and Ange too.
Yeah. She said, go, Chris, keep it up for Frank. And then Stryker says, congrats to the boys and good run for Roberts. the Robertsness, the nicest Canadian brother. Congratulations, man. Go feel better.
Thank you. Yeah, I tried to get better. I had a cold since a while ago. Frank got one too, and I think Ennis had one too. I think my wife's just still trying to get hers from me now, so we gotta share it together now.
Theraflu. I swear by that stuff. I do. But Chris, much love to you, man. We'll see you next week, next Tuesday.
Yeah, thank you.
That is Chris Roberts, that 98 coming home in Victory Lane. Brad Duff comes home P number 2 after having to drive his way forward. My man, there's not much we could have had for Roberts tonight other than, green to green. But this was interesting. It was interesting. Walk me through your race, man. Congrats on a P2.
He smoked the field.
He
He had afterburners on.
He did.
That's almost as bad as Nate the other night. Holy cow.
I referenced that a little bit earlier. I was like, because Bud Light Mike said that he's like, Roberts is just gone. The 98's just gone. I was like, yeah, I don't like what happened at the short track last night. But I mean, this is a good track for Chris. Chris, this is one of the tracks that if I had to peg Chris to, win a race, he's just good at this track. So, and with this league, and being as competitive as he is, it's a good track. But I mean, you were able to battle back. I mean, you had to start close to the tail end of the field on the restart, and then through just driving. I mean, you're able to work your way forward. I mean, good battle at the end with Benny. Like you guys had a good race.
Well, the first caution there, I was lucky. I didn't get any damage. I slipped through, didn't hit anybody. I don't know how, but very lucky. Came down, got some fuel. From there, I just decided to go long on that run. The guys were falling off early on them tires, like around 28, 29 laps, and I still had a little juice left in me. Decided to lead lap, get another point there, and I think me and Roberts were the only two to lead laps. And yeah, it was just tires kept me going forward and just on off the gas, nice and easy, and run a smooth race. I needed it. It's a bounce back from a couple of bad races I've had this year, and every league I've been in. Getting these top threes help build momentum, and momentum's hard to get.
Yeah, 56 laps led for Roberts, and you led 4. So yeah, only 2 lead changes. Fastest lap of the race was Ryan Wendt though, 52.582. That's 7/1,000th of a second faster than what Roberts ran for his fastest lap. But I think that was just to stay ahead of him. But this was a good race. It's a simple race. I think we're missing like half the field. They must be going to NASCAR races or going fishing or something because this is about that time of year where all the bass finishing tournaments show up and it's hunting season. There's a lot of things happening.
Yeah, I'm lucky to race as much as I do right now. Do the harvest season and stuff. It's getting ready to be the holiday season, be trucking UPS and stuff, and it's it's one of them times of years you just race when you can now.
Well, I look forward to it. 3 races left in this season. It's coming down to the wire. There's a lot happening in the league and throughout the racing. So it's a great scene, man. Give a shout outs, brother. You got a P2 finish.
Well, first I want to give a shout out to both my painters, Striker Shades and Mark Rutchin. They both do a great job on my paint jobs. Nate Biggert, Jerry Church for working with me, Roberts. Um, you know, without them, the trucks look like crap, and I can't figure these trucks out. I went from force feedback back to my G29 because overheating on my wheel, but you know, so that's been a change up and getting back into that. And then I also want to thank the old lady, um, everybody here at Heart to Heart, all in Tillery for sponsoring us, Steak and Shake, the Carpet Place, you for doing what you do. Without you, we ain't got a broadcast, and you know, we appreciate you. Um, every time you do this, even if you have a bad night, we still appreciate you. Um, all the guys that are in this league that race clean, good green flag racing. Um, I gotta think of anybody. Oh, Dove Farm LLC, my company. We're we're doing changed up what we do. We're doing more grain and stuff. Custom harvesting. Um, who else? Oh, I gotta thank my dogs for behaving. So
That's the biggest one. They jump
yeah,
in,
they
they
didn't
jump,
jump in my
they
lap.
jump in your lap. Yeah, I have it from time to time. I know it. I'm calling races and I'm trying to, take a lab mastiff and say go, go, go.
Oh, BJ, Scott for what they do for the league. They're great owners and put on a good show. And all the admins.
Crazy. Hey, you're third in the points, by the way.
That's we're working on second if we can get there.
I like it. All right, brother. Congratulations, man.
Congrats to Roberts too.
That is the 25 coming home. P2 tonight. Brad Dove knocking it out of the park. We appreciate that guy very much. There is, last but not least, Benny Jones coming home P3, having a pretty darn fantastic night. And one of those nights that we truly, truly, truly can appreciate to have just a good, solid green run and be able to drive. 5 spots gained. And Benny, congratulations on the P3. Walk me through your race, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah, just kind of tried to hang in there. Just barely missed that first caution there. Had kind of weaved through there and made it. And then in the restart, of course, Chris, he was out front and he took off, and I think me and Dan and I don't know who else was there. We were all kind of battling, and Chris, man, he just ran off with it. Not that he wasn't going to run off with it anyway, but just kind of hung in there, and went in for the pit stop. Had a pretty good pit stop. I had like 1.5 laps left. When I pitted, and then Brad ended up, catching me and Dan at the end. He pitted, I think, like five laps later, and he pitted on that first caution there, so he had more gas and he had fresher tires there at the end, and ended up passing.
But I mean, it's still a good battle. I was going to say, I was watching your guys' little battle there. I know that's kind of it's one of those situations when somebody catches you with 4 or 5 lap pressure tires on a track like this. 4 lap pressure tires in corners, it matters.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then I ended up following him into the wall there and got some damage, and that was pretty much it for me trying to pass him.
Well, you know what? It's all right because a P3 finish. I get the chance to talk to you. And you run a driver camp tonight. I know that I was cycling around with the drivers earlier, and I was talking to BJ, and I was like, remind me who's from Texas, because he's not been on driver camps for a hot minute. So we missed that earlier. But I know this is Benny Jones. Okay. We were cycling drivers earlier. We're cycling driver cams. We're not mentioning too many names, just kind of rolling through them because everybody's awesome. And I think that's one of the greatest things about the Saturday Night League. This driver cam thing is really like it's part of you guys' DNA now.
Yeah, I broke it out tonight. I've been on it a few times in the past, but I was able to. Usually, I can't get on too early, but tonight I was able to get on and set everything up and get it all hooked up.
It matters. It matters because it allows people to see what you guys go through. That's for darn sure. But this was fun, man. Absolutely a great race. Great. I mean, this is week 10. We got 3 weeks left, and got some good racetracks coming up. And you're just here to. I know that we always like to say that we're just kind of here for the show, right? But looking through this series, we got Auto Club, Iowa, and Nashville over the next three weeks. What's going to be your favorite track that you're going to be out there trying to push for?
I like Auto Club. Auto Club's usually pretty decent for me. Try and stay up there in that one. Nashville, kind of, sort of, but we'll see what we can do.
I like it.
And try. I missed a few this season because of family stuff, but that's cool too.
We can't make them all. I have to make them all. I'm paid to be here, but
Right.
But life happens, and family comes first, and that'll be the one thing that I know that Heart to Heart is always happy to push as well. I think somebody who's going to be pushing hard at Nashville is going to be Bobby Joe. So, because that's just the track he swears by.
Right.
But nonetheless, Auto Club's going to be fun next week. Benny, give you shout outs, man. Congratulations. This was a fun race to watch.
All right, man. Yeah. Shout out to my wife for letting me be in here and do this, and to Bones, for doing the stuff he did for us. And I know Rusty's probably watching, so shout out to everybody.
Always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure. Congratulations on the P3. I look forward to many more. Okay.
All right, man. Later.
Benny Jones coming. I'm going to throw you up with everybody. Okay. There you go. It's Benny Jones. Let's throw him up there. Much love to the man, and thank you to him for running that. We all get emotional when it comes to Bones. Bones just a few short months ago was racing with us, and and now that's just another name and another legend that we get to add to the forever wall. We've called some great racing. We've had a good platform to be able to get to know people and to reach out and just kind of solidly be I consider it, I posted that earlier today, kind of my referendum of myself and my apology to the community and to everybody just for being hateful and angry yesterday, and it's because my life and everything that's happening with Jess and I, and just kind of just the frustrations of things happening, right? And I'm very grateful for this platform. I'm very grateful for what we're able to do, and the impact we're able to make. And sometimes, we try not to take advantage of that. And I never want to feel like I never want to feel like I felt yesterday, again, because it's just not how I feel. It's not who I am. And, those kinds of things. Jess and I are fine, by the way. Our relationship is fine. I'm just talking about just in general, just things happening in life with us and trying to overcome a lot of things. And that's where I'll leave it, because we're going to be continuing to work and be the best couple that we could ever ask for. And that's what it is. And that's as personal as I'm going to get going forward when it comes to iRacing. We love everybody. We appreciate all the leagues. We appreciate the business of iRacing. We appreciate the business of being able to call racing. But it's racing, and it's what it's supposed to be. And I want to make sure that I always continue to offer a great product for everybody to continue to do what they're doing. And that's what's important to me. So that being said, always remember, folks, it's just racing. It's just content creation, and I'm going to continue to strive to do the best that I can for the leagues. But I'm gaming. That's me. That's who I am. We'll put on the voice and the face and do what we can do to make these drivers look and feel as successful as I think that they should. And we'll continue to do that, and we'll continue to be the best platform for sim racing out there. And I mean that. I'm trying to be better than the average product. You know, I don't want to be the average guy out there. I want to be the best in the business when it comes to doing this, because I see people getting ripped off price wise all the time, and I don't want to see people do that. I've had to increase my price a couple of times, but it's been like $5. You know, like 2 years ago I went up $5. Last year I went up $5, and this year I'm gonna have to go up $5 again. And it's only because things are expensive right now. As things get cheaper, then we'll drop our prices. Just how it works. But yeah, that's the way it goes. Much love to you all. Thank you, of course, to everybody for being out there. And thank you to all the leagues that have had us on. Greg Langford, your biggest winner of the race, up 7. Chris Roberge gets the win. Ryan went the fastest lap of the race. And, of course, and always, thank you to Budgie. Thank you to Steak and Shake. Thank you to CNO Carpets, AlanTilleryAuto.com, Buchanan Resort. Of course, thank you to all of our sponsors, CNO Carpets, Chop Shop Racing, Mandarin Racing, Dark Horizon Fishing, Beef Jerky Unlimited, and, of course, and always, to every one of you out there. I can't thank you enough. It's a pleasure to have you all around. Oh, of course, Lunatic Designs. He just pops up on the screen right there for you. It's great to be able to do this, and I'm very grateful and I'm very thankful for it. And I know that at any given moment, all this could be done with. So, and that's just because that's how life works. So I'm going to be a little bit more grateful for the opportunities that you guys have allowed me to have. As this humble I'm trying to make sure that I stay humble for what has been given to me, and we thank you all very much for being a part of it. Yep, we'll see you tomorrow for AMP Racing Cup Series. They got a great race happening. Then we got some Dirt Series on Monday, Truck Series on Tuesday, Truck Series on Wednesday, GT3 Series on Thursday, Cup Series back on Friday. Actually, I think Cup Series is not racing Friday. Chop Shops break off on Friday. It's the NASCAR Cup Series Championship. And then we got these guys back again next Saturday in the AMP Racing Series on Sunday once again. So it's the cycle. That's what it is. And we'll get our daily live streams in. Jess and I should be live streaming on Monday. We'll do our next recipe whenever that is going to happen. We always try to make sure that our recipes are funded, because the last thing we want to do is waste a bunch of groceries on food we can't eat. And those kinds of things. So, we'll work on that. We'll put up a food fund or something like that for the IRL streams, for the cooking streams and all that stuff. But outside of that, that's the way it is. Be good, be safe, be kind of one of the most important factor in this world. Live by it, folks. That's the way I see it. Congrats to Roberge, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.